In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 tiny habits I've adopted since quitting alcohol, which has ultimately led me to being able to quit my 9 to 5 and ultimately transforming my life in ways I could never have imagined. 4 years ago, I discovered the secret on how to get time freedom rich. It wasn't waking up at 4 a.m. and jumping into an ice bath. And it also wasn't working every hour under the sun. And ironically, it wasn't shouting mantras into the mirror until I was blue in the face. It was cutting out alcohol completely from my life. Now, before you tell me you're not an alcoholic and turn this video off, I want to let you know I wasn't either. And I was probably in a similar situation to you. Binge drinking 3 to 4 times a month and an avid drug user. Enough to derail any man and destroy his life. So stick around to the end and it will all become clear. Not only has this made me time rich free, it's also had an impact on my physical health, mental health, emotional and financial well-being. Habit number 1. Create distance from the wrong people in your life. There's a saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Now, this doesn't mean just in person. This can mean the people you follow on social media, listen to on podcasts, and watch on YouTube. I promise you, if you spend time around people whose lives you don't want, you'll never exceed your own expectations. And you'll be lucky if you exceed their expectations. As difficult as a decision it is to cut ties with these people in your life, it's the only way to be able to gain space, free up time to attract higher quality people into your life. Next up, create more than you consume. Now, there was a study done where people who consumed less than 1 hour of TV per day in their life were significantly financially better off than people who consumed more than 1 hour of TV per day, who had financial struggles. Now, if you listen to podcasts or audiobooks throughout the day while you're in work and you're not able to actually consume, this does not count. It's okay. I used to do the same. I used to go to work, I used to work on the tools, and I used to consume podcasts and audiobooks and YouTube videos throughout the day. But when you find that you have free time, there's no excuse not to be creating. Now, creation for you can look like creating newsletters, posting Instagram reels, photos, or maybe even starting that YouTube channel that you've been putting off. When we come to creating something, it's very important that the creation is a way of making money, because that way it's going to make our life significantly better in the future. And there's nothing better than going to sleep, waking up in the morning, having something that you've created the night before popping off and ultimately changing your life. Who knows where a tiny bit of inspiration could lead to. Next up, if you don't take anything from this video, make sure you take this point. It is talk to yourself in a positive manner. Now, this is something I have adopted and it works wonders for self-doubt. Brian Tracy, a serial Canadian-American entrepreneur, once said, "The biggest discovery in human history is you become what you think about the most," which means you also become what you say to yourself. Whatever you say to yourself over and over again, you will start to believe and ultimately become. The way that you become unstoppable in life is when you feel uncertain or fearful. You say to yourself, I am unstoppable. I am unstoppable. Now, I know what you're going to say. This sounds a little bit woo-woo, but I can promise you it actually works. Every morning, I wake up and I say to myself, something good is going to happen. Don't ask me how this works, but 9 times out of 10, something good happens. Even though yesterday my laundry got lost, but it was found in the end. When I tell myself in the morning something good is going to happen, I set a positive expectation for my day. Instead of walking around being closed off, negative, not receptive to situations and other people, I am open for something good to happen into my life. I'm open to people, I'm open to trying new things because I know I am going to attract something positive in my life. So this is definitely one not to sleep on. And if you have a lot of self-doubt and you feel that you're not good enough, tell yourself every day, multiple times, I like myself. I like myself. I like myself. Subconsciously, you are going to begin to start to feel that you like yourself and that you're good enough. And only good things will come out of positive self-talk. Next up is having something to work on every single day. Now, if you've clicked on this video, you might have just got sober or you're sober curious. I cannot stress enough, having something to work on every single day as a man or as a woman or as a person is so important. If you want to stop drinking, you're going to have a lot of free time in your life where you're going to be maybe sitting alone, feeling lonely, and in them times you would usually go out and drink alcohol. Having something important to work in your life, it keeps you busy, it keeps you focused, and it keeps you driven as well. Now, if you've clicked on this video, you probably were intrigued about how I managed to quit my 9 to 5. This all ties in with getting sober and working on something every single day. This thing that you're working on, again, just like learning, just like creating, you want to be doing something which is going to be able to earn you money. By working on something every single day, you get to figure out what you don't like doing, what you do like doing, what you're not good at, and what you're good at. When I got sober 4.5 years ago, in that time, I have started 4 different businesses, and ultimately now I have stumbled across my coaching business, which is soberwellness.com, and also my YouTube channel where I educate people who are stuck in the depths of despair drinking alcohol. Without working on something every single day, I would have not have stumbled across my passion and my purpose that I have found now, which has ultimately led to me quitting my 9 to 5 job. So find something to work on every single day and make sure it's going to make you earn money. And finally, we have educate yourself daily. When I stopped drinking, I stumbled across self-development podcasts. Little did I know this was the stepping stone to changing my life. I started to learn how to rewire my brain by watching podcasts by Lewis Howes, the School of Greatness podcast on YouTube. Then I went on to the next level, which was listening to audiobooks throughout my time in work, which ultimately led me to starting an e-commerce business on Shopify. I truly believe that podcasts and audiobooks expanded my mindset. That made me believe that I could achieve bigger things in life. There was a study that revealed if you spend 100 hours on one topic, you will be in the top 5% in the world for that said thing. Now, 100 hours isn't that much. If you spend just 1 hour for 100 days in a row, you will be in the top 5% for that thing. If you've enjoyed this video, please comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me create more content for you guys. And for the guys who are on a sober streak, let me know your current sober streak in the comments below. And if you've got any questions for me, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll see you in the next one.